Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. On play action, now Carr. Dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Jackson, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
At the 23-yard line.
Second and 12. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Carr. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
The 50-yard line.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Mayfield now from the 50. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
On the play brings up 3rd down.
To throw, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Now Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be 2nd and very short. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down and goal to go.
It's first and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Play fake. Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On third down, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Max Crosby able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st. Now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Raiders.
Carr now on 1st down.
They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Wow, so wipe out the eye.
And you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Pushes him over. A second time. Still fighting for more. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Mayfield now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be out right at the 35. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off near the 29. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Derek Carr, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12.
Final minute now of the third quarter. On 2nd and 12, Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, Drake pushes him aside at the 10. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time definitely the game is in their favor.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Big yardage there for the Browns. 18. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action. Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Browns.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 10-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gostkowski with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I got you. Max 22, Max 93. 93. Here we go. Max 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Max 22.
Here's Carr to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. Mayfield on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Baker.
Flushed out right.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Mayfield.
Escaping the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mayfield to throw.
And it's caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you.
And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A give. This is Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
Stephen Gostkowski on for the field goal of 40 yards attempt.
And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now